Hello, seers and seekers, and welcome back to my channel. I am Lucy B. Today, we are diving into a very deep and mystical question, and that is this your last life cycle? Is this your last time here on Earth, in other words? If you have ever felt as if you're nearing the end of your reincarnation journey, or that Earth may no longer be your classroom, this reading is for you. Perhaps you're hoping that this is your last time back. I know I am. Here on this channel, I try and bring up interesting readings that are not the same type of reading topics. Whether it's popular or not, at least it will be unique for you. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and comment. It really helps me feel at home with you, and it lets me know that you are here with me. It gets lonely otherwise. So I have here three choices. We're going to have three choices on this particular reading. And we're going to start first with Archangel Michael, because what we're going to be doing is having three types of spirits that have been known in theology to carry souls into the afterlife when you pass. So I'm giving three different types of choices for you, depending on what your preferences are, what your beliefs are. Starting off with card number 1. This will be the Archangel Michael card. Take a peek at this card and see if it resonates with you. And card 1 for Archangel Michael, it's a more religious take on who may carry your soul when it's time to cross over. So we have Archangel Michael representing that as the most powerful angel nearest to God, and who helps souls transition into the other world. And he will guide me through the pile 1 or the card 1 reading to help you make a decision if you're not sure about the card. For Michael, for the Archangel Michael, we have the beautiful little angel here. So if you're drawn more into crystals or objects to help you decide, this one will be for Archangel Michael. So now card 2 is a little different. Now we are going more into celestial being, if you believe in that more. And if you prefer a more universe or stellar type of reading, here I have a spiritual being who will help assist you on your passage and cross over past the stars and into the galaxies. And this being will help guide me through this particular reading. And for this particular reading, your item or your object will be the all-seeing eye. All right. Now we go to card 3. And once again, another difference. We have the Egyptian religion and mythology here with Anubis. And Anubis is known as the Lord of the Sacred Land, and he who helps to cross the souls into the afterlife. And this Lord will help guide me through this reading for card number 3 or the pile number 3. And for the crystal, I have the tiger's eye. So if you feel inclined to more than one reading and you can't make up your mind because you're being called to more than one, by all means, go for it and listen to all the messages. In the readings, once I get into them, I'll be looking at your past lives, why you chose to come back again, and is this your last lifetime? Also, some advice for your current life. So there's lots to find out, so make sure you stay and listen to the entire reading to get the most bang for the buck, the most for your reading, and the most for your time. And so, pick whichever card calls to you for whatever means you feel drawn to. Your first inclination is typically the right choice, no matter how out of the ordinary it's going to feel to you. That will be your reading. Take a deep breath in and out and see which card pulls to you. I'll give you some time to pick, and I will see you at your reading. Timestamps will be listed below in the description box for your convenience. So see ya at your reading. Hello, card 1 and the Archangel Michael pile. Let's read a little bit about what it says here regarding the message for Archangel Michael. And it says, the guardian of light workers, empaths, and truth seekers. He protects not only the physical, but also the energetic and the spiritual bodies, clearing and removing lower frequencies, psychic attacks, and negative attachments. He severs ties that bind you to fear, self-doubt, toxic cycles, and falsehood. He also empowers you to stand in your divine authority, walks beside those who are awakening to purpose and need strength to act, speak, and move boldly into alignment. Beautiful. I love Archangel Michael. He is one of the angels that I go to mostly. I have a deep connection with him, and I go to him often for whatever really I need for any kind of protection. He's always around. So I'm glad you picked him for your reading. So I'm going to get a little bit of, we're going to start the reading by doing a clarification of this main card. Whoops, that may be your card that just flew out. And then this one is very much supposed to be for you. And it says subordinate the ego. So we'll look into what message that has to do for you. Subordinate the ego. So we're going to have a clarification of the main card, which is the Archangel Michael card. And then we are going to be following up, looking at least one past lifetime that you have. And then what present lessons you are here on earth to learn. There must have been a reason for you to come back, right? Or what is your current work here on earth? And hopefully it'll answer with the cards why you chose, to incarnate again. What your soul is trying to master right now, like is it emotional healing, relationships, reclaiming your soul gifts? And finally, your graduation card. Are you graduating? Is this your final cycle, or is there still some more areas in your life or in your soul that you need to continue to work on, and you'll be coming back again? So we shall see where it goes. So far we went with subordinate the ego. All right, with subordinate the ego, I'm already getting a glimpse as to one of the reasons why you may be here, what is one of the paths within your life. And it says subordinate the ego. And the impression that I'm getting just by looking at this card is it's a very spiritual type of card. As you can see, the beautiful light going up into the heavens, sunrise coming up. And what the ego is all about, it is all about our lower self not aligning with what our higher self is supposed to be. Our ego gets in the way of so many things. Our ego wants us to get what we want in immediate gratification. If you are somebody in your life that struggles with wanting things now and not having the patience to be able to wait and get what you want within your life, this is a path that you have to cross. This is a path that you have to learn to deal with. This is an area where you need some work on. This is an area where, through the lessons that you are going to be learning throughout your life, that you may need to learn some very hard lessons about patience and having patience of not getting everything that you particularly want and when you want it within your life. See, the ego is something that pulls you away all the time from your higher self, from aligning. So it could be very much that one of the reasons why you came down here again, why you chose to come down here again, is to improve on that particular shadow work within your life. Improve on that ego, let go more of your lower self and try and move and align more to your higher self. So when you find yourself seeking immediate gratification, regardless of what the consequences is, and overreacting to things and disliking things and being attracted and repelled by things and feeling disconnected, separate, alone from other people and not feeling self-centered. Sometimes the selfishness coming out, that's your ego that is popping out. These are all product of your lower self and of your ego. If you allow that to take over your life, it actually will tear you apart from within. So much suffering will be endured when your ego is in charge. In order to free yourself from this, you really have to learn how to ignore it and act against it. Act against the cravings of your lower self. Try and train yourself into listening and acting in accordance with more of your higher mindset, of your true self, of trying to follow your highest of good. When you are able to achieve that, you will begin to notice that things flow a lot more smoothly within your life, as things will be more in alignment. You'll begin to live the better version of yourself. Be vigilant and committed to trying to improve on that aspect that it says here. It came out lying really quickly for you. The ego tries to use every trick in the book to get you. It's really hard sometimes to regain control of your own mind, of your own immediate wants and needs. The only thing that can really satisfy and fill a void that you may have within yourself is to become more aligned, more connected with your own soul. There's a beautiful quote that I remember, and it says, "The person who relinquishes all desires born of the ego and its sense of I and mine finally realizes peace." That is hard to do, let me tell you, because we are all human. But that is one of the lessons that you have come down here to learn again on Earth. So let's see. Let's go on for another message. Let's see. Let's see what additional messages. And that one came out right away, but I'm going to give it a little bit longer chance to see if that, whenever it comes out so quickly like that, if it's meant to be, it'll come out again. So let's look at some actual Archangel Michael cards. And this one really wants to come out. It's saying, pick me, pick me. And it says, the person you're asking about is trustworthy. Interesting. What person are you asking about is trustworthy? It says, thank you for helping me have faith so I can open up my heart wider in my relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. So there's somebody in your life right now that you are trying to have a relationship with, or you are starting a relationship with. You're not very sure about this person. Archangel Michael here has decided to bring forth this message to you and let you know that what you have been asking, what you have been intuitively feeling, that this person is okay, that this is a trustworthy person, go for it. This person is somebody who is of good character. So open up your heart wider to receive this person into your life. And know that Archangel Michael is giving you the thumbs up on it, and he will be there to protect you along the way. Very nice. Let's keep going. Let's see, what shall be next? Let's look at Well, we've already gone into one of the reasons why you chose to incarnate, and that was with the subordinate, the ego card. But I also want to look at, through these life path cards right here, another reason why it may be that you chose to come down again. See, if you know why you came down and you know ahead of time what your lesson is, you are so far ahead of the game, because then, haha, you can work on it and you don't have to come back unless you want to again. I've already said this is my last life here. I know I've been here way too many times. All right. Please, Archangel Michael, give card 1 recipients, the ones who chose you, some additional information as why they came down here and chose to incarnate again. Give me some additional information, please. We have 2 messages for you. And we have destiny number 1. You came down to be a leader in some form. Some of you may be a life path number 1, so you were born to be leaders. You also love beginnings. You love to start new things and to see them through to the end. You have the potential here, it says, to be a leader in one particular field of work. Some of you may be managers or striving to one day be a manager or a supervisor of some sort, or have your own business. Be ambitious and rely on your capabilities, and try not to be dominating and selfish while pursuing your goals. Okay, so be that strong leader that you came down here to be, but also show kindness and love and respect towards others as a means of helping you get through this life's lesson that you came down here to learn, and as a means of leaving something kind and giving for somebody else along the way. You also have destiny number 4, so you're a very stable person as well. You are destined to organize your life with practical approach. In this lifetime, you have to build and organize. Family matters need to be managed, and you have to take responsibility. Number 4s are all about stability and foundations. So you are a person who's very responsible as well, very sensible, also very trustworthy, and very loyal. You came down here also to continue to carry that energy with you. So we have to be a leader, to be somebody that people can rely on, to have stability, to be a stable force for your family. And now I'd like to take a peek at what at least one of your past lifetimes. What were you in one of your past lifetimes? What did you do in one of your past lifetimes that may have been a reason for you to come down again? Is there something that you did not complete in your previous lifetime, and that is why you are here again? So here we go, Archangel Michael, please. If you please. 2 right here. So 2 wanted to come out. You have High Priestess. You were a type of witch or a high priestess of some sort, or somebody who definitely had a lot of inspiration and believed in spirituality and believed in reincarnation, believed in spirituality, believed in mystical religion in the past. Somebody that you may have been a card reader, tarot card reader, somebody that people went to for advice in your past, and you have trust and faith as well. Quite interesting. Not only were you somebody who was, say, a witch in your past lifetime, somebody who believed in magic, you also carried a big religious, you carried religious views as well. I'm getting a combination of two religions that you believed in your past. I'm getting Catholic, possible Catholic. You had you did both. You did both heavily going into church and having trust and believing in God and Jesus. And you also, on the side, believed in also magic and spells and incantations and so forth. That was your past life right there. But there was something that you didn't complete during the process of being a high priest or a high priestess. And you lost faith as well throughout the process, throughout the time that you were there. There was something that happened that you lost trust and faith in mankind, trust and faith in yourself, perhaps. You became a little jaded. And so when you went back, you left, as I said, jaded, unhappy with what you had seen, dissatisfied with humanity. Perhaps you were persecuted and you lost your faith. Perhaps something happened and you lost your faith and trust. You have come down again to reestablish your faith in things around you, in your life, in people. Develop trustworthiness again, which is quite interesting how this card over here came out the message from Archangel talking about specifically the person you're asking about is trustworthiness. So you struggle in this life with trusting. You struggle a little bit with that, trusting people, trusting what they say to you initially. You really require a person to show their trustworthiness to you before you will trust them, versus somebody else may immediately trust somebody right off the bat. So trust, very telling to me, is an area that within your lifetime right now, you need to work on and you need to connect with again. You need to connect with. Since you're probably here listening to this, it's very obvious to me that you still carry the energy of the high priestess or the high priest from your previous life. Now you just need to take it one step further and be a little bit more trusting of the things that go on in your life and the people that are surrounding you. Isn't that interesting how things work? So now let's get to the nitty-gritty of this. The big question. Is this your last lifetime? Or do you have one more go ahead coming back? I'll be able to know this information depending upon what cards are popping up. I'll be able to get a sense of it, believe me. So, Archangel Michael, here we go again. When you're ready, please. Is this the last lifetime, the last life cycle for those who picked you? Thank you, my beautiful Archangel Michael. So incredible you are. There's one that decided to already come out. I'm not going to take a look at it. I'm going to start with just 3 cards and see. Oh boy, you want to come out already. But I'm going to put you back in, and look at that, wanted to come out again. So like I said, when it wants to come out, it'll come out no matter what. So we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Two of Cups, and we have cup energy. So that is emotions. Emotions. One more card, please. Archangel Michael. One more card for now, and we'll go from there and see if we need to get any more cards to give us our answer. And this one wants to peek out in the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So, well, you came down here. Another reason why you came down here is to love and be a very emotional person, caring person. We have cups. Cups is all about love and emotions. It's also about creativity. So you came down here. Another reason that you came down here is to emphasize very, very deeply on your creativity and to flourish in your creativity. And the Six of Pentacles is also to be a person that you're very giving and you give a lot of anything that you possibly can, your shirt off your back if you need to. You are always willing to help out a person. So you came back down here to be somebody who spreads love, who gives love to other people. You're here to be a person who helps those who have a great need for any type of assistance. You are always there to give them the helping hand. Is this your last time coming down here, or are you coming back here one more time? I feel very deeply that if you continue along the path that you have been, which is the path of succeeding, of becoming a better person, and I know you are, because I can feel it. I can feel you as a person who is very caring, very loving towards others, loving towards your partners, loving towards your family. The Knight of Cups is an energy of very slow energy coming in. So you are working quite slowly on that path of it being the last time here. And I feel that as long as you finalize the life lessons that we already talked about here, which is to learn how to trust more, to continue to be the giving and loving person that you are, the person that is supportive and the stable force, the foundation for those who trust you and who need you in their life, to maintain your faith, to let go of your ego, to improve on your inner self and achieving your higher self, reaching your higher self, or at least finding a balance, a better balance. I am saying that this is likely your last life if you choose to complete the life lessons that you have, that you're working on. And you may have other life lessons that you probably are already aware that you're having to work on. But I just see a lot of love. Let me get another card. May I please have just one more card to finalize and clarify if this is the last lifetime for the Archangel Michael group. There's cups again. Three of Cups. And a new beginning. There you go. There's your answer. So, you started off on a new beginning coming back down to this earth. And rather than for the Fool being a new beginning of another cycle coming in, I'm seeing this as you having completed already, because it is in the last card that came out. I'm seeing this person here, this young man, stepping out with the beautiful sun in the background with his little puppy. stepping out into the world. I'm seeing this as you completed it, you're stepping out, you're going up to heaven. This will be your last time. And that, once again, we have the cups with the emotion. So, yes, pile number one, card number one, I truly believe that as long as these lessons that we saw here are attended to and taken care of and worked on, I do feel that this will be your last time here, unless you want to come back. It's all up to you. So, are you graduating? Is your soul graduating? Yes, it is. Is this your final cycle? I believe so. So, that's all I have for you today. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I got messages from heaven for you. Forgot about this one. Okay, Archangel Michael, messages from heaven. What do you want to say to them? What messages do you want to say to them? Trust, love, and appreciate yourself and show respect for you. Very nice. Hold us in your heart, not in your home. It's okay to declutter. Okay, whatever that means. That's an unusual card to come up, Archangel Michael. Hold us in your heart, not in your home. It's okay to declutter. I think I know what he's saying. Let go of stuff. It is okay to let go of things within your heart. Let it go. And last card says, we are easing the blockage which is holding you back, and go for it. Whatever blockages that you have that's making it hard for you to achieve these life lessons, these life goals, they got your back. Your angels got your back. Archangel Michael has your back. Let go of things. I think we went over everything that we probably needed to learn about you, your beautiful soul, and whether or not this is or isn't your last cycle here on earth. Your journey is sacred, and each life is a jewel for you to buffer and to make it shine brightly along your path. So live it to your fullest and make those wise choices. With love and light, it's been Lucy B. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment. It gets lonely here if I don't hear from you guys. Share the video. I love doing these. I hope you loved this video. I loved making it for you. And so I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Welcome back, number twos. You chose the unknown celestial, being. And let's take a little peek here at the card. It says, a presence unfamiliar, yet its frequency unmistakable. Connects to activate dormant awareness, expand perception, and prepare you for what you cannot yet be understood. Prepare you for what cannot yet be understood. So, depending on what your belief system is, there are many people who believe that there are other galaxies out there, and there are other types of beings and other types of life forms within the multitude of galaxies that are out there. Many of us believe that the universe is responsible for all the happenings within our life, and we are simply energy beings when we pass on. So it makes sense that there would be an energy being that comes familiar to you when you pass on to guide you to the other galaxies, to the other universes. So you chose this for a particular reason, for whatever your belief is, with the all-seeing eye. We're going to put it over here. I have a different reading structure here, and it's going to look at, first of all, at least one of your past lives. What you did, what was it in your past life that you were not able to complete, where you chose and decided to come back again? What your present lessons here are on earth, or what is it that your current work here on earth needs to be? And hopefully it will get an answer as to why you chose to incarnate again. What is it that you chose to learn again or to come back to complete? What is it that your soul is mastering right now? Is it emotional healing? Is it relationships? Is it reclaiming your soul gifts once again? So we're going to take a look at all of those and see where this reading takes us. All right, let's get going first with getting a little bit of clarification first on you. And this will give me some idea as to what reason you may be down here for. What is that you may be down here for? Oh, and that was nice and came out right away. And it says the calling of the soul. Number 53, the calling of your soul. What is it that your soul is calling you to do? Right off the bat, what I'm getting from here is a sense of you being here before in Egyptian type of times in the past, or Turkey or Middle East or Sultan. I'm hearing Sultan. I'm seeing this palace up in the heavens. That's what I'm feeling here, a palace up in the heavens. I'm really thinking that in your past lives, you were connected to some kind of royalty. I also am feeling in your past lives war, fighting. At least one of your past lives, you were in that era, that time frame. Turkish, the Moors, Middle East. I'm feeling a lot of pain, warlike energy from the past. I'm also feeling more male energy than I am female energy. I'm not picking up on any female energy in the past at all yet. The calling of the soul card is a card that is asking you not to be afraid of being who you are, accepting who you truly are. There's something here about not living up to your own expectations of who you feel you should be. And when that happens, your soul gives you little nudges. When you're feeling dissatisfied or unsatisfied with yourself and judging on yourself, your soul nudges you and asks you to live up to your inner ideal and to just be who you are and accept who you are. Because when you do, that's when you begin to receive the gift of feeling fulfilled and content within you, to live up to your own truth, to be who you truthfully are, to live in truth. And it said, and when you are living in your own truth and you commit to being truthful to your own self, it takes a lot of courage to do that. A lot of courage to listen to your own inner guidance, your own inner soul telling you it's okay, be who you are. Don't try and be anybody else but yourself. Do not let fear ever run your life, though. Follow the calling of what your soul is with courage, wherever it'll take you. Just love yourself. That's what I'm getting. Your soul just wants you to be your own genuine self and just to love who you are. So one of the goals within your lifetime now is maybe to realize that if you are someone who is different, who doesn't react to things in life the same like everybody else may in your family, for example, learn to love yourself. Perhaps in your past lives, that was a lesson that you never achieved. And you decided, hey, I'm going to come down one more time to give this a shot again. And if you have reached that point in your life where you can accept yourself for who you are, with all your faults and all your gifts and all the beauty that you are, then you're on your way. you're on your way to at least achieving one of the goals that you came down here to do. So that's a beautiful message to you. Your soul is calling out to you, telling you to accept yourself and be who you truly are, who you are genuinely to yourself, and not give a rat's ass about what anybody else thinks about you. You're not here for them. You are here for you. You are here to become a better soul, to become a better person, to move up in spirituality. Other people have to worry about their own selves. You are here as one of your lessons to accept the beautiful soul that you are, no matter how different you may be. You are genuine. You are your own self. And that's beautiful. Beautiful message from that card. Let's go on. Let's see what additional information we can get here. Let's pull on these cards that are a little more astrological. Since this is the celestial being pile, number 2. What other information do we have for those who decided to pick a card for you, to pick this card for you, and are more in alignment with universal beliefs of passing on? And interesting that I should say universal beliefs, as we got the Christ light card. Very religious. And it is Master Sananda. So we have Christ here giving us some heads up information. How beautiful is that? With the 5D heart activation. And the message here says, bliss, inner peace to you. Talking about that inner awareness and of your genuine side to yourself. Tranquility will lead to ascension. Have compassion towards yourself. Have good tolerance. Forgive yourself for mistakes that you have made. Align yourself more with your soul and purity. Provide service to those around you. And it says sainthood. Nobody can really be a saint, but strive to do good every single day within your life. So you are being given a beautiful message here. I'm feeling here the presence of Christ. And it is a glorious message that he has decided to give you to pop in here. Once again, a confirmation of the beautiful soul who you are, and to develop inner peace within yourself and acceptance. That is how you will get the peace, is through acceptance of all the challenges that you have had within your life and all the differences that you are in comparison to others. Accepting who you are. Beautiful, beautiful. Christ Almighty here with this beautiful message for you. I'm getting chills. And I can feel his presence and I can feel the love. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, beautiful. Emotional. I'm getting emotional. All right. Let's see. What other life path information, what lessons, what other lessons has number 2s come down here to learn besides the lesson of accepting of who they are? We have 2. You are a life path number 9. Some of you may be the life path number 9 with the humanitarian. And I did say here in this particular card that you are to be of service to other people. Life path number 9 are the humanitarians. They are here to have compassion and understanding and acceptance towards other people, and always to come away from every new experience with a little bit more wiser. As you are providing service to others, it's a learned experience as well for you. So one of the reasons why you needed to come down here was to be a humanitarian and to be of service for others. Like I said, some of you may be a life path number 9. So it is within your life path to be someone who is very charitable and also to be very wise and very confident within your skills in life. You also got, oh my gosh, life path number 11. Okay. Life path number 11, exceptional card to get, a master illuminator. You have been down here before, and I'm already able to answer. I believe that this will be your last life here. You came down as a life path number 11, or you came down with the energy of number 11. Perhaps your birth date is number 11, or perhaps your month of birth is number 11, or perhaps 11 is your favorite number, or perhaps you just resonate really well with the number 11 for whatever reason. But life paths number 11 are very special. They're very intuitive. They've been down here before. They resonate with the number 2 because 1 plus 1 is 2. But they are like a number 2 on steroids. They are ultra confident and ultra loving towards other people, and they carry the ability to balance out life and those around them and be like the peacekeeper, more of a diplomat, and be warm. So you came down here already having been a person, or a soul rather, that had been down here several times. Not everybody comes down here again as a life path master number, such as 11, 22, or 33. So I already have the answer. This is likely your last lifetime. You always have the choice to come down here again, but you don't become a master number 11 because this is your first time down here. It takes several lifetimes to be able to get to this point. So yay for you if you didn't want to come down here because you're kind of tired. Let me tell you, if you are living a life path 11, it's a tough life to live. It is not easy going. You are constantly being challenged. You are constantly considered, and this brings me back to the original message of accepting who you are, being happy with who you are, because life path number 11s, those that resonate with the number 11 are challenged, very much so, and people around them are not very accepting always of them because they are different and they are very energetic and they just shine whenever they walk into a room. And then, of course, that leads people who are currently not advanced in their own spirituality as becoming envious and jealous. And when that happens, it makes people react a way that they shouldn't towards people that are very vibrating on the energy level of 11. And you walk away feeling hurt. You're hurt because people are, for some reason, not accepting you, and you're just being as nice as you can possibly be. And yet people are treating you like crap for no apparent reason. And that comes down to the envy of the people that are not vibrating at the same energy level as you are. They feel it. And of course, those people who are not spiritually as elevated and don't know how to deal with that react in a negative way. But remember, it's not about you, it's about them. It's about their journey. It's about them figuring out why they are feeling that way towards you without you doing absolutely nothing. So my heart goes out to you, number 11s. Or those who vibrate with this energy, or number 2 group, because the message here for you, beautiful number 2s, is you're okay. It's not you. The old cliche, it's not me. It's not you, it's me. Well, in this case, it's not you, it's them. Okay? Know that you're just different. And unless you hang around other people that that vibrate at a very high energy level as well as you do, those people just don't understand you and don't get you. And therefore, it's not you, it's them. They have their own journey that they have to partake in and to develop and learn. But hey, we still got some more cards to go through and look at additional informations about your past life. So we know what you came down here already for, and it is to learn to accept who you are, to be a humanitarian, and to continue to vibrate at that beautiful high energy of the number 11 and to help those around you and to be of service to those around you. So, the past life card that came out is phobias. You may be somebody in this life who has a lot of anxiety difficulties or phobias that you just don't even know where it comes from. And that's coming from your previous life. You're still carrying over phobias from your previous life into this life. And what could that be? That could be typically anything. You could be scared of the water. You can be scared about heights. You can be scared about going on an airplane. You can be scared to go over a bridge. There's so many different phobias that you can carry from past events. So that is one of the missions that you have in this life is from your past life, you're bringing some kind of phobia. Let me get a little bit more information because that's not fair that all you get is phobia for your past life. So can I have one more card, please? Giving me a suggestion, an idea of what else, where could this past life phobia, maybe from being a warlike person over here, you carry a lot of that energy from all the wars that you fought in your past. Oh my God, knighthood. So there you go. I said that you were in some kind of battles in your past, and now we get the knighthood card. But the knighthood card is also an energy of being very protective of your life and of those around you and standing for something that you believe in. And once again, the stability, being the stability within your family unit. So you are bringing that from your past life. So in your past life, again, I'm still getting masculine energy. You were, during that time, I got Muslim, or I got Turkey, I got Middle East. We have knighthood here. Something with royalty. I also got the Sultan. So something with royalty and fighting hard in the past and bringing that energy to the present. So working on the phobias that you may have. And of course, you're going to have some phobias if you were out there fighting to the death, fighting for what you believed in. You may have carried over into this lifetime. You may also be in this lifetime somebody who likes, enjoys that era, watching those kind of movies or that kind of memorabilia, that kind of history. So very, very interesting. Number twos. I'm enjoying this reading. Okay, let's see. What is left here to read? We are going to now take a little peek-see at, I already said that this is your last lifetime, but let's see what the tarot cards will give me to clarify that for sure if this is your last hoorah in this lifetime, or if you got one more. I really think this is the last one for you, number twos. But let's see. Okay. Water sunset. The Four of Swords. I'll clarify that in a second. I'm not sure if that's the Four of Water or the Four of Swords. Yeah. Lots of water here in this reading right here. You could be a water sign, such as Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. So we have the Four of Swords, we have the Ten of Cups, and we have the beautiful water sunset. So besides everything else that has been showing up here with you being the humanitarian and the master coming down here again, the beautiful message from Christ, your past knighthood experience of being somebody who is strong and determined and bringing that all into this life. You're a beautiful soul. And this is confirming to me that this is your last lifetime here as well. First of all, we have the 10, which is the completion of something. In this case, it's getting everything you possibly could want with the 10 of Cups. It is a beautiful card to get, which shows that you're in alliance with your family, or someday you will get the wish of having your family. You're a creative person and you have a ton of love, and other people around you love you very much. You also carry, however, the Four of Swords, which is the card of having to take rest. And that comes from that energy of the 11, being somebody that is so giving and intuitive, somebody that can walk into a room and can feel the energy that is going on. You absorb a lot of that. And that is why you need to take rest, because there are people out there who are envious of you. And you can feel it. You can feel it when they're looking at you. You can feel it when there's somebody who's not genuine towards you. But let that go and take rest and take care of yourself. And then the water sunset, which is just a beautiful card to get because it indicates that you are a person who embodies kindness and honor and respect, just like the knighthood card is. Someone who people trust and people keep you in very high regard. You're a caring person, a person that helps out the community whenever you can. Just be cautious of those around you who take you for granted because of your kindness. Be careful not to be influenced by other people and other people taking advantage of your kindness. But it is very, very clear to me, number twos, that this is your last life here. Let me finish up with some advice cards for you from the Starseed deck. How appropriate for the number twos. I'm loving this reading. And it says, don't, oh my gosh, don't dim your light to fit in. From the very beginning, I said that you have this energy that your soul is crying out to you and telling you to just be who you are and accept who you are. And here you get the message of don't dim your light to fit in. And it says how you are dimming your light in order to fit in. So from the very beginning, the message has been to you to be yourself, accept who you are. Don't shy away from being who you are. There's nothing wrong with you. As I said earlier, it's not you, it's them. I want to get one more card. I'm loving this reading. What a beautiful reading. I hope you guys are all here still with me because you're missing out if you're not. Okay, oops. All right, what do we got here? Transformation. You're on the way to transforming yourself. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing for you. Let's get one more because two is too shy. I want one more. And we got the warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Do we have two here? Yes, we do. We had one that's hiding back there. And we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, and a divine plan for you. So I'm getting this warrior woman, which I kept feeling masculine energy, a lot of masculine energy. Doesn't mean that you're very a masculine woman or anything like that. It just means that you carry this bold energy, this bold strength. Ain't nothing getting by you. Nobody's telling you what to do. Look at this strong woman there. Look at that woman standing up as a knight and saying, nobody is going to get in my way, and just shining that beautiful light, that energy, that beautiful energy. Oh my gosh, I love this reading. I'm really hoping that you enjoyed this. It's pretty much all that I have for you. Whether or not this is your last life cycle here on Earth, your journey is sacred, and each life is a jewel for you to buffer and to make it shine brightly along your path. So live it to your fullest and make those wise choices. I'm hoping that you give me some comments and spread the love a little bit. Give me a little bit of sugar and a little bit of shine on the comments. I'd like to hear what you thought about this reading. I did this reading the best that I could with my whole heart for you and with the guidance of the beings around here. So we are done with this reading, and with love and light, this was Lucy B signing out. Thank you for being here. Bye bye for now. Welcome back. Number threes, pile 3. You chose Anubis. And Anubis is considered in Egyptian mythology as the Lord or the God of the afterlife. He is the one who takes care of the souls, the bodies, after they are crossing over after death. He is neither considered good or considered bad. He is simply the God of the afterlife and the guide of souls. It's associated with death, obviously. And so we're going to take a look at what the card says for Anubis. And it says, as the watcher of sacred traditions, he offers protection in the most vulnerable moments of a soul's journey. He governs the liminal spaces, the moments between endings and beginnings, life and death, old self and rebirth. He walks souls through these thresholds with calm precision. He is the silent presence, one who sees beyond illusion, guiding you through shadow and silence. He is not frightening, he is grounding, as he teaches that grief is sacred, that mourning is a ritual, and that death, literal or symbolic, is not an end, but a passageway. The ending of something transforming is the message that we have here. And you had picked the beautiful tiger's eye. So let's put this over here. And we're going to start with these cards right here that are very symbolic to me of an Egyptian type of culture, just the flair of them. Let's see what this first is going to show. In this graduation of whether you are going to have this as your last life cycle or not. Before that, we'll look into what possible past lives you have and what incomplete goals from your previous life you have carried on into this one. And also, what are the lessons that you possibly are learning from and need to develop and conquer in order to move on spiritually, if this is going to be your last life. And then last, we're going to look at whether you will be graduating and it's your final cycle. So within this life, what your soul is mastering right now, whether it's emotional healing, getting along better with relationships, or reclaiming any soul gifts that you have and getting those going again and energized again. So this is the card already that came out, that wanted to come out, and it's number 33. I love the number 33. 33, which is basically number 6, is a number of harmony, because 3 and 3 in numerology, you always add the numbers up, and it's the number of harmony. somebody who's a caregiver, family-oriented, very compassionate, dependable person. Also, the number threes is just a number of creativity, is a number of being artistic and being a good communicator and being someone who is friendly. But intuitively, first thing I'm seeing is a face, and to me, there's a face over here. Looks like a knight in shining armor. I'm seeing also, I'm seeing, I'm just going to say what I see. I'm seeing a dog here. I'm also seeing bottles of wine, very tall bottles of wine here. As this one right here, it appears that he is holding a flask in his hand. I'm seeing past experience of maybe having been some sort of soldier. This is something that came up, I believe it was in reading 2. So there may be something in reading 2 that you should go back and to pay attention to. But I'm seeing very, very, very much so a face right here that may be something that you can see too. And it looks like a soldier with a big pointy helmet on. But what the intuition that I'm getting here, as far as it's indicative of who you are, what your soul journey is right now. I see a very pensive person. I see a person who takes great care in thinking things carefully before making a decision. Or I see a person on the flip side, somebody who overthinks a lot. The way this symbol here is holding their flask inward tells me that you are a person that doesn't always express everything that you think and feel to others. You're very reserved in what you say to people, and you're very cautious as to who you allow into your life. The fact that it's touching its head up here, you could be a person that has frequent headaches and migraines, and this comes from your overthinking, your anxiety, not diagnosing anxiety, but just the feeling, the emotion of having a lot of anxiety within your life, emotions, worry, a lot of worry within your life. You most definitely are someone who has been here before. You're very wise beyond your years. You've always been wise beyond your years. And that is because you've been here before. You are also somebody, by the way this card is pointing, the person is facing the past, not the future. You are also somebody that needs work on letting go of things that have happened to you in the past, I feel. Part of the worry that you have in your life and the anxiety, the fears, the stress that you have in your life is because there are issues from your past that you yet have not dealt with and come out in this life. You should look into one of my other videos. I have 2 videos for shadow work that you can look up. That would give you some information, because the shadow is fears and insecurities that we bury down deep into our unconscious, and we don't even know that it's there, but it comes out in very unexpected ways. And once we learn where these shadows are coming from, which is a part of everybody, it helps us in our journey in our life. So look into one of my other videos that I have here. I think it would be very helpful for you. I'm going to look into the number 33 in the book to see what other information we have. Although the book is very limited in what it says about it, I think I've given you intuitively what I can. And this particular card is called the Dream. And it says, soon you will find out that dreams do come true and miracles happen if you believe in them. So that's the only message that the book shows. And I think it's quite lovely for you. So keep holding on to your dreams. All right, let's take a look at this other card, which is a life path card. And let's see what I can get, what messages are for you with this particular deck of cards. All right, this one came out for you. And it says there were actually several that came out that wanted to be for you. We have inner freedom, effort, and reincarnation. Bam. Wow. Okay, very telling. You've been here before. The messages for you right now is working on your soul, looking into, as I was mentioning up here, those shadow aspects that you have. See, the shadow is not anything bad that you have. We all carry it, and it is just a part of us. It's when the shadow, we don't recognize the shadow in certain aspects of our life and certain behaviors of our life, that things become complicated because we don't know of its existence. Once you learn to identify what are the areas, what are the shadow areas in your behaviors and how you deal with life, you can then acknowledge it, and it just becomes a part of you, where it's not a scary thing, it's not a bad thing, it's just something that you can become aware of, and that makes you a whole person. So I'm believing that with this inner freedom card, that is one of the messages that is being said to you in order to free yourself, to feel more uplifted, to vibrate at a higher energy level, to just experience overall joy. Look into working on your shadow aspects. You can find information about that all throughout YouTube about the shadow aspect. Carl Jung was one who I believe coined the phrase. You can also look at my other videos and get some information as to what your shadow may be. And then we have effort. It's going to require effort on your part. Nothing in life can be done and accomplished if you don't put in the hard work, the time, and the effort into it. That is the message that I am believing, that in order for this to be your last life, your last cycle, in order for you to accomplish what you came back here to do, you're going to have to find the effort, figure it out, and then put in the time and the effort and the work to get through it. And most definitely reincarnation. I mean, here the whole thing is, the whole part of this reading is, have you been here before? What do you need to do to improve on this life? And is this your last cycle? We're talking about reincarnation, and the reincarnation card comes up. So it's a beautiful message for you, letting you know that you have been here already. And let's try and find out what it is. We already have one idea, that it's working on your shadow self, working on the areas that you are maybe repressing. But let's see if we can get into a little bit more of the specifics with this. So let's go into life path numbers and see what numbers and information we can get further for you. And then we'll look at the actual life past cards. Okay, we have destiny number 1. I feel like I need to get more. Destiny number 8. So how appropriate. We're talking about, this reading is about Anubis and the Egyptian mythology, and we have the Egyptian symbol here. With destiny number 1, this may be your life path. You may be a destiny life path number 1, which is all about being a leader, being very charismatic, being somebody who can be your own boss. But it also, if you are not a life path number 1, it's saying that you carry that energy. Your destiny number is to be someone who is a leader, to be a manager, a supervisor, or just an owner of your own business, or a leader of any sort. It could be a leader, you can be a leader in a group of your community, in your church, or in your synagogue, or in your temple, or in any community that you belong to, and you're just really good at communicating with people, being with people, knowing how to sway people to be more organized, and just to be a great leader. It says you have a potential to be a leader in one particular field of work. Be ambitious and rely on your capabilities and try not to be dominating and selfish while pursuing your goals. I believe this card also came up in reading number 1. And also ones are all about beginnings, new beginnings, and being independent person and ambitious and being very driven. So that gives me an information, a little bit of insight as to the type of person that you are. Very driven, and a lot of it could be that's why you are just also very anxious because you carry a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. Destiny number 8 is another number that came in that says that you carry that energy into your current life situation. And number 8s are all being a good manifester, even an entrepreneur, being successful and a goal-oriented type of person. It says judgment of people and events is what nature demands from you as you have to manage and administrate. So another card suggesting being a leader. Good opportunity is offered for you to earn material rewards and become VIPs. So another card that's suggestive that you have come to this lifetime to be a leader of some sort. Doesn't have to be a leader at your job. It could be even a coach. Anything that requires you to be very independent and to let your charismatic nature shine is going to be for you. All right, let's take a look at your past life to see if we can get some more information. What is the past life for the Anubis group, please? What is the past life for the Anubis group, please? Atlantis. Very interesting. Spouse. Feel like getting one more. Leaving or travel. So with the Atlantis civilization, it is saying that that was part of your life in the past. What you bring from that into this current energy, this current lifetime, is perhaps a memory of having been someone who is very connected to the ocean. Currently, you may love the ocean. You may love being out in the ocean, but you may also have fears or phobias related to the water, which is very, very strange. And that's because the civilization of Atlantis fell apart. With the spouse card, you may be married right now, or you may be with someone who's in a who you are in a serious relationship, and you are wondering if this person is someone who you have been here with in your previous life. And the answer is yes. There is energy that you're carrying from that time into this lifetime in regards to your partnership. And then connected to the leaving or travel card, that indicates if you're somebody who just loves to travel a lot, or maybe you are connected to traveling a lot, or maybe you are somebody who likes often change and constant change in what you're doing in your life. You get bored easily and you need this constant change, moving to new locations, getting tired of the place that you're at, and within a year moving on to someplace else. This constant move also can come from your past of being someone in the olden days with the nomads that moved around a lot. With the spouse, also connected or being very close to leaving, you may in this lifetime, unfortunately, have gone through the pain of being left from a spouse or a partner, or you having been someone who has left a partner or a spouse, and you're still dealing with that energy currently, or in your past, you were someone who left your spouse or the spouse left you, and you are dealing with, in this current lifetime, fears of abandonment, fears of being left by your partner, even though there's nothing that your partner does to show you differently, you carry that fear with you. So very telling to me about this from your past. Working through phobias is the message I'm getting. Working through fears, working through relationships, getting through the fear of being left, abandonment issues, as well as your current situation in your lifetime, what you have to work with, what you have to deal with. So that gives us kind of an idea here. You are here currently reincarnated. Let's do a wrap-up summary of everything. You are here to be a leader, a natural born leader. You have reincarnated before. You are a person that's very stable and very focused, but likes a lot of change. You are very charismatic. You carry the energy of number 1. So whatever you set out with to be a leader and you actually enjoy it, you are very excelling at it. And you do carry some phobias, some fears from previous lifetimes, whether it is the ocean, the water, swimming, and relationship phobias about being left, abandonment as well, that you have to work through in this lifetime. If indeed this is something that you want to address, move on, so that you don't have to come back again into another lifetime. The choice is up to you, however. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty as to, is this your last lifetime? Are you going to come back again? Let's see. Anubis group, please supply me with 3 cards with the answer as to, is this the last cycle? We have this one that came out with the 6 of Pentacles. And we have this one, the 3 of Pentacles. Work, work, work. Lots of working to be done. And then finally, the 10 of Wands. My first impression of this is no. This is not your last life cycle. You got some work to do still. We have the Pentacles, all about working and resources and current energy. And the 10 of Wands carrying a lot, a load, a lot. It is, however, the 10, so that does indicate a completion of sorts, a completion of cycles, which is good. And this gives me the idea that you will complete a lot of what you came down here to do, but there will still be additional work. If you choose to come back. You don't have to come back if you don't want to. But we have the 6 of Pentacles, which showing how much of a generous soul you are and how giving you are. In fact, this person is actually here. The symbol is actually reaching out their hand and giving. But you are also somebody who expects something in return for what you give. You have the 3 of Pentacles, which says that you are a master within your own field, and you are very, very good at working with others and collaborating with others, and you have a lot to show people and to teach people. But then you carry a lot of burden, a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, on your back, with the 10 of Wands, being exhausted, and you always go the extra mile. So this is a card spread of a lot of working that you have done within your life, but it does not resonate to me as the ending, your last life cycle. So the answer that I am perceiving and intuitively reading from here is you will have a lot that you've come down here to accomplish, and you will accomplish it, but there still will be some more work to be done, if that is helpful to you. All right, and so now I'm going to finish off with some advice cards for you. And let's see what advice card Spirit has for you. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand right beside you to give you support and help through your process. Let me have 2 more, please. 2 more, if you so please. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Always be authentic to yourself. Always be authentic to yourself. Don't let anybody tell you differently. What you are doing is fine. Apologize when you need to, but don't let other people make you feel as you're always wrong in something, because that's definitely not how give and take should be. 1 more, please. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Protection is obviously to protect yourself, and also that you are being protected by those who are your ancestors, your angels. But protection is more so about calling back your power. What is it within your life? You got the 10 of Wands, which is carrying a lot of load. Are you somebody that takes care of your family? Are you someone that is always there for other people? Are you someone who, at the expense of your own energy, helps others? Well, you're being asked to call that back, call that power back. Is there, say, in the past, a relationship or a traumatic event that you may need to call your power back from? You're being asked to look into your chakras and see which chakra is one that may need a little bit of cleanup, a little bit of boosting. Is it your heart? Is it your crown chakra because you are overly anxious or worry so much? You're being asked to take some time, take a breather, relax, and work on yourself a little bit more. And also the overall message here was to look into shadow. What is your shadow aspects that you may need to work on as a message of your current life situation, what you have to work on? So call back your power, cut the cords that bind you, and retrieve back your soul, and you be the owner of your soul. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Don't let anyone dim your light. And remember that you are protected by those who have passed before you and those who stand beside you still currently, even though you can't see them. And so that's all that I have for you, number 3s. Whether or not this is your last cycle here on Earth, your journey is sacred, and each life is a jewel for you to buffer and to make it shine brightly along your path. So live it to your fullest and make those wise choices. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoyed your reading. With love and light, this is Lucy B. Bye-bye for now.